off a screen. And where's my background? Hang on a sec. Where's my background? There it is. I'm live. So when I first did a live, sorry, when I first did a live, I think there was like 30 people max, and then it was like however many people, and it kept going lower and lower. Not like massively low, but the point I'm making is I'm going to do them anyway because they go straight to my YouTube, so people can just go watch them after. I've got a lamp, right? That's going to make me dead hot and sweaty. Look. But I was trying to. Actually, it's all right without it. Should I get rid of it? What's that like? Nah, there's a bit of light. So this could be the worst live ever. Not in like the history of lives, just the history of my lives. Because not only have I not teed anybody up to help me a little bit. Yes, Phil. Thank you, Phil. Gorgeous. Thank you. But I've had a few drinks. I thought to myself, because I'm all about self-awareness. I thought, so if you had a few drinks, really what you should do is not go on the live. Like you've had some people around, extend that social whatever. And I was like, no, I'm doing it. I'm doing my life. I've had a few drinks, more than what I should have had, which is always the case if you don't hold on tight in your life. Or you're not disciplined, whichever way you look at it, really. People look at different ways. So I thought, no, I'm doing it live anyway. I'll just chat. For some reason, I'm able to just fill the space, but not in a nervous, like, when you're like in a social gathering and someone's a bit nervous and they just fill the space with like noise. So I don't need to fill the space with noise, but I'm able, everyone's unique. I did a post today saying you think you're unique, but you're not. And you're not, because you don't act unique. You're all the same. We're just there to work, breed, and die. But there's very few people on this earth that act that little bit above that. I'm not saying I'm one of them, because I'm probably not. But what I'm saying is I'm striving towards it. And separate thing. If you strive towards perfection, you never attain it. But striving for it is good for your life in general. But trying to attach your identity and saying that, oh, that's where I need to be. If I don't get there, I'm not happy, is different to ambition and striving. That was so flipping random. I don't even know how to swear on these things. Shall I find out? I'm going to find out. Okay, you ready? Fuck. Right, we'll find out. If that gets banned, then I'm not allowed to swear. So this could be the worst live ever. Welcome to the worst live ever. But I'm able to fill the space without doing it in a social anxiety-driven way. Oh yeah, that was it. So going back to today I said everyone's an individual, but they're not. So we're all individual in this simulation, in this world that we live in. I did that for you, Phil. But do we really act individually? Really or not? Sorry, Aunt Sal. Hello, Aunt Sal. Thanks for supporting me. Aunt Sal's here. I'm just testing the algorithms, Aunt Sal. So we're all individuals, but are we really? That's what I said today. People think they're so individual. They'll do something crazy on holiday and crazy at the beach. And oh my God, you're so crazy, right? And then really think that's not crazy. Like that's your reality of crazy, but that is not crazy. That's nothing. That's you trying to push your identity, trying to push your confidence, your fear. You're trying to break your fear barrier a little tiny bit. And you think it's crazy, and it just isn't to somebody that's broke past that. Obviously, we've all got different levels. Like I spoke about the trauma league table, everyone's got different levels of trauma. But I thought I had like a tough background and trauma. I've been through a lot. And then some of the guests I spoke to, I'm sitting there across from them thinking, flipping heck, I thought I had trauma. I thought I'd been through a lot. Have you heard what she said? Have you heard what he said? Wow. So, and then you categorize yourself. And that's not fair because obviously everyone's individual and they deal with things in different ways. Sorry, I've gone off a tangent. Anyway, so going back to filling the space, but not through anxiety or stress. Because you'll see people in social situations, they'll just try and fill the noise. Like there's a bit of silence and they feel like they've got to fill it. That's all right if it's intelligent and it's thoughtful and it's relevant. But some people just fill it with noise. You're like, shut up. Like you're just talking. Like there's no need to just talk. Some people just talk. And there's no need to overfill that space that you're in, as advice to people. This is from it's not from a sales background, it's from a social and all the work I've done on myself, etc., and all the learnedness that I've done. But there's no need to fill that space. In sales, right? It's a known thing in sales. You say something and then you shut up. And you never break that silence. And it's so awkward when you first do it, right, with a customer. So you're there and you go, right, so it's this much a month or it's this much. Oh, right. And you just don't say a word. And I swear to God, not 99 out of 100, 100 out of 100, the customer always breaks the silence. Anyone in sales knows the customer will always break the silence. So it's the same in a social situation. Just chill out. Someone will break that silence. If you've got nothing thoughtful to say, nothing relevant to say, don't say anything. Just chill out. You ain't got to break that silence. But if you want to say something, say it. And another thing about social conversations, I'm ADHD and all over the place. Obviously, I've had a drink as well. I tried to tee everybody up with my story to say I was having a drink before this live. So I'm definitely tipsy. I couldn't drive. So gauge whatever you want from that. But the next step from that is the social situation where you try and fill the void is, oh no, that's because I've had a drink. I'm messing it up. Oh, I knew it had come. Actually, what messed it up? I can feel something in my teeth. Something I feel something in my teeth. I can't understand what I'm saying. So yeah, the social anxiety of filling the space. Oh, that was it. So you're in a social situation. It's come out of nowhere, by the way. You'll say something, right, and no one acknowledges it, right, and everyone carries on talking. How annoying is that, right? I am that man, by the way. If I'm in a social situation, right, and there's 4 people, 5 people talking, and this girl or bloke is absolutely dominant and is talking, and then someone chirps in something really interesting or relevant, right, I'll think, yeah, I heard that. And they're talking, I'll go, hang on a sec, whatever your name is. Go on, what was you saying? I will always do that. I am that guy that will always do that in that social situation. I am not scared. I don't care. It's not fair. They've said something. They haven't spoken a flipping word. You lot have been going on and on and on and on, and on talking bollocks. They've said something that's half decent, and all of you have ignored them. They've just spoke. How have you not heard them? I don't get that. That is in fact, that is the weirdest thing ever. How have you not heard that person speak? How? You just heard him speak. I know you did. So how can you just carry on? Why can't we acknowledge that in society or socially in that little circle to say, hang on a sec, Dave, Sandra's fucking saying something here. Go on, Sandra, what was you saying? Because don't anyone want a break from Dave anyway? Isn't it nice to have a little break from that social situation where one person's been dominant in the conversation? Isn't it nice to have a little bit of different going on? Go on, fucking please, Heather, Sandra, please say something. So all I say to you is, if you're that person in that social situation that hears somebody speaking and then you just ignore that person, you've heard them speak. You're in a social situation, there's 4, 5, 6, 10 of you at the table. You've heard them speak and you've just ignored them. What are you embarrassed for? Let them finish a sentence, whoever's talking, the dominant person socially talking, and go, hang on a sec, Dave. Go on, Ever. What was you saying? Why is that so difficult? Why is that a big thing? I just can't get my head around people just ignore the person speaking. Alex has been on the booze that. Mina. Guys, you're not ready for Mina's podcast. Mina's interview is out Wednesday, yeah? And what I love about you, Mina, what I love about you, right, is it's similar to Danny, the dad compass. This is very random, Mina, you won't get this, right? So Danny, the dad compass, he's got this vibe about him. So you're talking to him, and like in real life, not in an interview or like this, in real life, when I come across these people, I think, I'm going to have a little play with you, I am. I'm going to say something to try and trigger your ego, just for a laugh. Not like in a sadistic way or horrible. I won't ever make them feel embarrassed in front of people. Just for my own little. I do it in such a intelligent way where I get that balance where nobody knows what I'm doing. I'll just say, I go, oh, yeah. And you expect them to like twitch because they've been triggered, and you're like, oh yeah, I've got you. That's funny. I've done it, right? And Danny had that thing about him. I actually said in the interview to Danny, I said, I'm so sorry, I've judged you. You've got that OCD thing about you, and that thing about you, I'm thinking, he hasn't got OCD. This is me judging. I was like, oh, well, I'm going to say something, and it's going to trigger you, and I feel like, but he's not. You say something, his face doesn't, like, trigger from what I've said. He just rolls with it, nice and calm, says, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. And I loved that I'd got him wrong. I loved it. Mina is similar. Mina, I don't know if you can put on here, I never said to you, are you the youngest sibling? Because in my experience, the youngest sibling has always got that intense chip on the shoulder, right? It's just weird. It's only my personal experience. It might not be true. So Mina, are you the youngest sibling? Anyway, if she is, and I'm right, Mina says in the interview, and she did one of the clips, I never put it out today or tomorrow, she goes, oh, you wouldn't have liked me. You would not have liked me. I was so judgmental, chip on my shoulder. And I remember thinking at the time, I wonder if she's the youngest sibling. Because I've seen that trait so many times in younger siblings, and I don't know why. So, like, but what's rare, and I mean very rare, and I mean rare, is for that younger sibling personality type to alter, I'm the middle, but my younger sister has it more than me. Oh, I was wrong then. Sorry, Mina. Yeah, that's in fact, Mina, I'm right then, because I've never seen a younger sibling correct it. I've never seen a younger sibling. Oh, he's a nightmare if he gets older than me. But my younger brother's the same. But if we don't speak, and it'd be a nightmare if he finds this, because he's on YouTube as well. So I'm kind of right, Mina, because you. No, I'm going to get back to you in a second, Phil, actually. So, as a younger sibling, usually, it's very rare I've seen where a younger sibling shakes off that chip on the shoulder, that attitude, that, I don't know, weird. It's a really weird trait, but I've only seen it with younger siblings. My experience, my reality, okay? Always that, never... Oh yeah, Dave's younger sibling, and he went on to found Starlink. So you're wrong, Alex. Oh, well done. Do you know what I mean? It's not like that. So Mina, I'm kind of right, because you have turned it round. Phil, am I right with you? I haven't tested you, Phil. I haven't tested you, but so far, so Phil, guys, for the 10 people that are watching, and the hopefully a couple hundred people that watch the lives after, Phil he's got a tattoo studio in Nantwich. He's done with these, and he's amazing, and his tattoo artist is amazing as well. So Phil isn't a tattooist, but he owns a tattoo shop because he wanted to do it differently, and he's done his research. He's very analytical, Phil. He's quite a rare personality, because people that are into, again, personal experience, people that are into computers and them side of things, spreadsheets or whatever, have got that brain to be able to do it. They're not usually the other way as well, which Phil is. So Phil's quite a paradox to his own personality. And as a spoiler, Phil is a guest. He's the next guest after Mina. So you've got Phil and Mina both on here, which are the next two guests. Okay, that is mad. So Phil, you are a paradox to who you are, and Phil's she's a very guarded person, very intelligent. Phil, very, very intelligent. Phil is the guy I've referred to a few times, I think. I definitely had a chip on my shoulder, yeah. But it's very rare for a younger sibling to come out of that. They usually stay in it. And they're the people, the younger siblings, they're the ones that are posted on Facebook, I'm the black sheep of the family. There's usually that personality type. Mina, if you're still on, is that an ENJ or whatever? Because Mina's a personality. Phil, do you know about the personality types? Because Mina's into personality types. Anyway, so Phil, you're a real paradox in that way, and as is Mina, and I love that. But Phil, has got an absolutely, I've never met anybody like Phil. So I will parrot, Mina, in our interview, I mentioned about Einstein. I said, and I didn't say it right in the clip. I put the clip out, but I didn't say it right. And I know this off by heart. So it was about Einstein saying if a fish climbed a tree, that one about I forgot it again. That is mad because I've had a drink. If you judged a fish's intelligence by how it climbed a tree, anyway, whatever, you all get it. You all know it. You must know that one. So I know it's Einstein that said it. I think it's Einstein. It might be wrong. Phil, definitely correct me if I'm wrong. It's like the other one. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and expect a different result. That's the definition of madness. In my head, I'm thinking that's Einstein. But I ain't got a clue. So I've got all this like fountain of knowledge of people because my self-awareness journey, my thirst for knowledge was so aggressive and so intense from the age of 22. I mean, nobody can outwork me to this day. I haven't found anybody yet, anyway. So my level of intensity to learning philosophy, history, business people, spirituality was mental. But I can't remember who said what. Phil is unreal. Phil will say, Plato said that. Aristotle said that. Winston Churchill said that. Or he's just amazing how he remembers. I don't know how he does it. Who is he? Who are you, Phil? Is it a DNA thing? How come you remember who said what and I can't? I just know that my brain works like, yeah, got it. Get rid of that information. Fuck that information off. Got that. I just know this. So, like, it bugs my family. I can't remember nothing. I can't. This is a story. Listen to this story, right? This is a true story. I'll flip back round an hour, right? I was on a plane. Saj never comes on these, but my mate Saj from Nottingham, he's a devout Muslim, Mina. He's more like intense than you with that Muslim thing. That sounds really bad, doesn't it? You know what I mean, though. So my mate Saj, I've known him since whatever. Me and him were going to Geneva, to the Geneva Motor Show during COVID. And it was cancelled because of COVID. He said, oh, do you want to go anywhere? He goes, yeah, sound cool, let's go, Saj. So me and Saj are on a plane to Geneva, yeah? He said to me, it's a true story. He went, Alex, we was chatting, just me and Saj, and he went, you know how you know me, don't you? I was like, where's that come from, Saj? I goes, just Saj, innit? He went, Alex, we're in junior school together. I went, did we? I goes, that's mad. So my brain, like Phil's brain works how Phil's brain works. My brain works how my brain works. And that was the funniest conversation. I was like, did we? We're in junior school together. No way. You're just Saj, innit? It's just Saj. And we're still friends to this day, me and Saj, and we'll FaceTime each other and quite regular, me and Saj. I love Saj. And he's very aggressively, he's got a very aggressive opinion, Saj, but he's a real top man. Do you know what I mean? A real good-hearted top man. And I love Saj, if he's watching, which he definitely won't be. But I might send him that clip, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna Saj, I'm sending you this clip. But you've received this clip of me saying I'm going to send it to you. Anyway. So yeah, that's how my brain works. But why does my brain work that way? And Phil's brain works that way. How come Phil can categorically remember who said what, when, blah, blah, blah. My wife's quite academic. Phil, are you academic? Is that the reason? I don't know. I'm not academic. So I didn't do any good at school, but I did well in life. So I don't know. Where Phil's done well in both. I'm assuming Phil, you did well in school and in life. So what makes us that way? That's the question. Who are you? Why are you like that? Anyway, I was a proper rant, that was. I love it. I might get tipsy next time as well. Yeah, Phil's brother died when he was 19, which had a massive impact on his identity. Phil, can you go into that a bit more? Because I don't think we're doing the podcast, if you don't mind. You don't have to. So was there more than one sibling? Was there 4 of you, 5 of you? Was it just you and him? Was he the older one, younger one, that sort of thing? You haven't got to. Oh, yes, I remember. Which bit, Mina? What's your story? You will never outwork me. Come on, then. Let's have it. What's your story? What's your story? What's your name? Remind me. I've just said, I can't remember anything. I can't remember names. I'm rubbish with names and that sort of thing. Trigger me. What's your story? Let me know who you are so I can remember to outwork you to death. Kirsty. Yes, Kirsty. I didn't think Kirsty would join me. Thank you, Kirsty, for showing your support. Yes, Ollie. Ollie's my man. Bless him, Ollie. He's a younger sibling. Ollie is, for example. How old is he, Kirst? 8 or 9? So Ollie's got to always be the only 8 or 9-year-old when he's out with his parents and that. So fair play, Ollie. Oh, no, yeah, of course he's watched your story. Oh, no, Rich. That is brilliant. Guys, you're not going to believe this, yeah? The award-winning, multi-award-winning film director, where I get my podcast done, Richie Thrower, the veterans hero, is on here right now. What's your story? That is Richie Thrower. I'm going to say it one more time so you can make it clear to them at the back. Richie Thrower. Richie, sometimes you meet people. I'm going to go on a different rant now. So, you might have known someone all your life, like Saj. I was on about Saj before, yeah? I've known him all my life. Apparently, I've known him since junior school, but I just couldn't remember until I was on a plane to Geneva, yeah? So, me and Saj have known each other a long time. Me and Richie have known each other 18 months, something like that. But sometimes, if you vibe with a person, yeah, and you're stupid enough to associate time with what's important when it comes to meet people, then you haven't developed. So Phil, Mina, and Richie, and you, Kirsty, and you, Ollie, right, on this live now, those people I've just mentioned, I haven't known them all my life like Saj, but I've got a unknowing frequency and vibe to say they're my people. And I'm not naive either, by the way. This is really important because some people Rich, I bet you've come across this. Rich definitely would have come across this out of all the people here. Phil, you might have. Mina, you might have. But I know Rich has. Your internal, unknowing, unconscious longingness for finding your people means that you don't see red flags. I know we sound like Bridget Jones's Diary, yeah? I don't mean it like that. I know women do ignore red flags for love. But how many times have you guys who I'm speaking to now have just said, of thinking, yeah, he's my guy. Yeah, I've only known him 2 minutes though, so your brain's like, no, it can't be. That can't be right because I've only just met him. So I've got to ignore these feelings. I've got to be cautious because I've just met him. Yeah, that is a really important lesson to everybody on this live and anybody watching on this live after. So you're right to be cautious. That is right, especially if you've been hurt and stuff. Or if you're from a bad background where everyone's out to get you. If you're from the streets a little bit, yeah, you got to be cautious. But let me tell you, actions, always look at, if you just use that as a rule of thumb, fuck your emotions off, and your rule of thumb in your head is actions. How do they act? Do they say they're going to do what they say they're going to do? Do they have your best interest at heart? Do you see glints in their eyes of jealousy or envy or whatever? So the people I've just mentioned are all my tribe. Absolutely. I am so blessed to have found everyone I've just mentioned, Phil, Mina, and Richie, of course, Kirsty and Ollie. What I'm saying is that I'm so blessed to have met them 3 people I've just mentioned specifically because they have shown, all 3 of them people have shown me. I'm not listening to words. I'm too wise. I've had too much of a life to just look at words. Oh, yeah, you're going to do that, are you? All right, sound, yeah. Oh, yeah, you love me, do you? Yeah, okay. You think I'm great, do you? Oh, yeah, nice one, mate. Nice one, yeah. Obviously, you wouldn't say it like that because it'd be too obvious, but you'd be like just buzzing with them. And they wouldn't know that you're buzzing with them. But in your head, if you're wise and you've been through the mill or you've been through the life, you'd be like, let's just see. Let's just look at actions. Let's just see the actions. Are the actions backing up their vibe that I've got for them? And if their actions consistently back up that vibe, it doesn't matter if you know them 2 months, 5 months, 18 months, whatever, it doesn't matter. If they are showing you, that is the universe showing you as well, through that person or through the simulation fairy Phil, they're showing you through that person what you should be looking at and what you should be ignoring. And because what it will do is also deflect, like, hang on a minute, this guy, say, I'm sorry, Saj, it was you again, but Saj isn't that guy. Let's say Saj was like, Alex, and he's like, not come through. He's not come through again. But I've known him since junior school. Why is he putting all this on me? He's always putting this on me. He's always putting his problems on me. He's always doing this, always asking me for favours. He's not even giving anything back. I've known him since junior school. You start to realise how stupid you are. That person hasn't done the work to be in your life. And you've got to be cool to be kind. You ain't got to be a dick about it. You ain't got to be like, you ain't got to be a dick about it and be like, and like have it like physically, but you just pull yourself away from them slowly, I suppose. I went a right rant then. I remember the Einstein bit, yeah. 7. Ollie, you're not outworking me, mate. Shows how many of my podcasts you've watched. Richie, I haven't watched my own podcast. I haven't watched my own podcast yet. I've never watched a podcast. Because I'm like, oh no, look, you're interrupting. You got a big Roman nose or whatever. I don't watch my own podcast. Which bit you agree with me, because I've just gone on a rant for ages. Aunt Sal, what I'm going through at the moment, what you're going through, Aunt Sal. Guys, stop everything. Stop everything. Mark Shippen. Now, none of you lot who are in my current reality, in my current life, will have any idea who Mark Shippen is. So Mark Shippen, right? Earth is flat and you're brainwashed. Spartacus freedom is... I didn't say it wasn't flat. Stop judging. Chill out. Right. Mark Shippen. That's mad. I mentioned Saj and you've popped up, Mark. Love you, Mark. So Mark is one of them people, yeah? So he's a guy I've known since the back end of junior school. And what did I say about you, Mark? Sorry, guys, like a nice joke, because he was so fucking naughty. And he started my path of being naughty. I went for a period of being naughty from the age of, I don't know, 11, 12 to 20. And he probably started with Mark Shippen. But Mark Shippen's life, again, Mark will comment on my Facebook. I'm not even entertaining the Leeds fan thing, Mark. I'm not even going there, mate. They were quiet all game. I was there. So Mark is a great example of, Mark, that's a different... Mark always comments on Facebook. And when Mark comments, it's always something thoughtful and intelligent. And obviously, none of you know Mark. But his upbringing and life was not an easy one. I mean, if Mark gives me the thumbs up, I'll tell him a bit more about him. But if he doesn't give me the thumbs up, I'll leave it at this. Mark's not had an easy life at all. And he's an amazing man. And he was the one, my kids asked me, is there anything I regret? He's giving me the thumbs up. My kids asked me, Mark, is there anything I regret? Yeah. And the only thing I regret is starting smoking. And they all know your name, Mark. They all fucking know your name. Because I say Mark Shippen showed me 10 Embassy. Yeah. Or we used to get the nubs out. We used to get the little nubs, didn't we, Mark? We used to nick little, you know what a nub is, don't you? We used to nick nubs, nick cigarettes, just little smoke, whatever. It was Mark who got me onto smoking. I still smoke to this day. I said to the kids, I said, the only thing I regret is smoking. Because I wish I wouldn't have smoked. But then again, it does chill me out. Mark's life, he had 3 wonderful brothers, Mark did. And I say wonderful because I'm sure people have different opinions of him. But Peter's no longer with us, and he was a lovely, lovely lad. Craig's about, I think, Mark's brother Craig. I used to really like Craig. Me and him used to bond, you know, Mark. I never told you this. Me and Craig used to have a little bond in our eyes. Do you remember down in Luton, Mark? I was telling Luke about that story. When I was helping your dad out in Luton. And bless him, his other brother, John, he was shot in the face in Nottingham by some bad lads. And Mark's had a tough upbringing. But when I think of Mark, I just think of happiness. We had some very mad times, Mark, didn't we? Very naughty. We did some naughty things, lots of naughty things. But whenever I think of Mark, I smile. So how can that be a bad thing? What a soul to be on this earth to make me smile. But for him, and then currently, Mark, beep. There's so many, Mark. Um, but currently, right, last time I spoke to Mark, I spoke to him for years or whatever, and I spoke to Mark and or message or whatever, and he's going through something at the moment where his daughter could donate something to him and he'd be cured, and he will not take it off his daughter. Now that is a moral dilemma. His daughter's upset. She wants to give it him. Is it, you kidding me, Mark? And then when Mark explained it, because he's such a fucking his dad, right? Mark's dad. I know this fucking thing's been about you, Mark. But Mark's dad, if you knew Mark's dad, right? When I think of Mark's dad, I think of John Wayne. That's it. Cowboy, tough, silent type. That's what I think of when I think of Mark's dad. So obviously Mark's gonna have that influence, isn't he? And Mark's like, no, I'm not taking it off her. So Mark could die. Real, he's my age, 43, and he could die. And he won't take that off his daughter. And I was like, Mark, what are you doing? Just take it. It's not fair on your daughter. And then when Mark explained it, and he was like, yeah, but if she gives me that and something happens to her, and she's only got one and she dies, how am I going to live with that? So that is, I know in this world of feminism, masculinity, men, women, but you can't, I don't know, am I wrong or right to say I admire his decision? And I think I'll probably make the same decision. Only after hearing his side, which is the same in life in general. I heard his side, I thought, you know what, I couldn't take it off my daughter either. I'd be like, fuck it. I agree with Mark in the end. Whether you lot agree or not, I don't know. But I agree with Mark. I would not take it off my daughter. The thought of her going through surgery, the thought of her being ragged around by doctors and nurses, the thought that I'm with Mark. I agreed with him. In fact, Mark, I spoke to Luke about it after and I said I agree with Mark. So that's Mark. And I'm going to go and see him. I am Mark. I've got a lot going on at the moment, mate. I'll tell you privately. But I'm going to go and see Mark and we're going to have a great time. And Mark is always, by the way, he will always take the piss out of me ruthlessly. Mark has always been that guy. You have always been that guy. I love you, Mark. Thank you for coming on. What are you lying? What are you saying lie for? Why am I lying, Mark? And Mark thought he was dead hard and we had to go and fight. He had to make me fight him in drama at school and I had to have him every time. How about that for a lie? Yeah, comment on that. That's going to wind him up. What life has shown is nothing but is what it is. Yeah, Mark, mate, that is, to have that outlook without the work that I've done a load of work on myself, Mark, and self-awareness to come up with that, and you just know it. If you were stuck on a planet with only one food and one person, what would it be and why? See, that one person thing, how can you pick like your kid or your missus or whatever? So I'd just say by myself and chocolate. I love chocolate too much. Thank you, though, for the question, Kirsty. Any other questions? Help me out, guys. Oh, my God, we're 33. 33. It's meant to be, look. 33. It's a lucky number. I have ranted and spoke non-stop for 33 minutes. Someone asked me a question. And by the way, I'm gutted. And if any of my family are watching this household, can you bring me a glass of wine, please? Because I've smashed it on the floor. And I'm gutted. My feet are going to be in shreds. So if my wife or my daughter or my son are watching this, and you're in this household, can you please bring me a glass of wine? I'll be ever grateful. It's not coming, is it? How mad is this? Shall I just open the door and ask for one? Is that... I'm trying to be professional and alive, that's why. I'm going to do it, though. Shall I do it? Shh. Right, I'm going to give you two versions, okay? I'm going to give you a submissive version. I'm going to give you a dominant version, okay? Babe! Hannah! Seriously? Lily, get me a glass of wine, please. Bring me a glass of wine, please. My daughter's laughing at me because my wife's just had a little kip. She went, she's asleep. So then to my daughter, I went, oh, will you get me a glass of wine, please? So, bit of a mix there going on, isn't it? This is going to be fucked up. Why would you do a live after drinking, you dick? So funny. Pizza and Scarlett Johansson. Who's that? Myra Um, why when you do these names, can it make them easy for me to Myra Champion, Pizza, and Scarlett Johansson? Go on. I see what you're saying with that. Mark Shippen, myself and my mask will be a good reflection. So what is that in relation to? Help me out with these comments, guys. Mark, by the way, I love you and I hope I did you justice in all what I said about you. Liv J. Is it wine o'clock? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Liv. I was wondering how long it took to get a wine. Yeah, I've smashed it on the floor, Liv. I went out, my flipping stupid big hands, and smashed it on the floor. And I was just trying to style it and just carry on talking. Liv, everybody, is one of the first people, and I'm so grateful to her. And there's only like a handful of people that like recognized me early on and was like, "Oh, I like what you do," and chatted to me about it. So I'm really appreciative of Liv. I'll never forget you, Liv. When I'm a Hollywood superstar, I swear to God, I will never forget. I don't get how these people that make it massive forget these people. I will never forget. You will be there, like, come. You come in LA, I'm flying you out there, I'm doing it for free. I really appreciate all them likes and comments. That's how much it means to me, especially when the people you've known all your life don't like, share, or comment on anything. I really will put them people high up. Question for you. What's a political party you don't like? But then what's a policy of that party that you like? That's a flipping great question. And no one even touched on politics. You know what? I'm going to quickly tell a story, yeah? I was duped. A bit of cognitive dissonance. I'm going to get to the other comments, by the way. So I remember when Jeremy Corbyn was trying to be, obviously, Prime Minister. I've always voted Conservative, and because I was a business owner, and I thought they had my best interests at heart. And he... Lily Walker, everybody. Thank you, Lily Walker. And her friend Poppy. Thank you so much. And he was saying, I want free broadband for all, nationalise this, do that. And I was like, cognitive dissidence, like, oh yeah, where's the money coming from, Jeremy? Where's the money coming from, mate? Then COVID hit, and the Conservatives spent like quadruple what he was even thinking about spending to help real people. And I thought, no way, I've been duped. I haven't voted since. The immigration thing, I think because the extreme left shout down the extreme right so much, no one's having a genuine debate about it. And I think that means a reform might get in or restore. For them to give out leaflets to people to say, please don't rape, hurt kids, says a lot. It says, we know you think that's okay, but it's not okay here. So it just can't be right, can it? So why are you letting people into this country based on laws that are created in the EU? So I can't agree with that. I don't care what colour they are. I don't care what religion they are. If they're coming here and the statistics show that they are causing harm to women and children, then it's just got to stop. I don't care any party that says they're going to sort that out. I'm for it, because that can't be right. It hasn't really touched where I'm from yet. We live in Crewe, Cheshire. And my ex-business partner was Kurdish, and I love him very much. He's a fantastic man. So I understand when he comes to this country, he didn't understand the cultures, but he didn't go and do any of that. So I'm not, I'm all for it. I'm half Italian. In fact, my DNA said I'm 56% Italian. And my mum and granddad, when they come from Italy, it was a struggle in every sense of the world, sense of the word. Different story. So I'm born of immigrants. So it's not about that. And that's where the left go wrong. The left, if I was saying that without saying I was Italian with immigrant heritage, they'd be all over me. And that's where they go wrong. Instead of just calmly discussing the facts and the statistics, say, let's look at the facts and the statistics, and then we know. But they don't. They go, and it just causes people to be gaslit, and it makes the other side really stronger. So it was a great question, by the way. Thank you. If you saw your own mask, would you contradict yourself? Mark Shippen, my man. What do you mean by that? Say it a bit more clearly. Because if you're like half saying about who I was, you know who I was. You know I'd have a fight. You know I'd hit somebody. You know I'd rob something. You know I'd be naughty, take drugs. You know that about me. I'm not shy of that. If someone asks me, I'll always tell the truth. But my, I don't make that a really blunt a question mark, and I'll answer it. I promise you, I'll never swerve it. But make it blunter. It's entertaining. Yes, Aunt Sal. Never forget the petite ones. Liv, I genuinely, I will never ever. There's you, Aunt Sal. Who's the other one? Kimberly, a girl from Bristol, and a couple more. That's it. That have been really consistently liking, sharing, and commenting. And those people I will never forget, ever. I'm like, to the extent, like, if I won fucking 50 million quid, I'd be like, give me your address, I'm going to send you a check. Like, to that extent. Phil, they're all the same. Phil, because I've just gone on a rant, I don't know where I'm up to. Can you be more specific? I'm sorry. Can you say your name properly so I can say it properly? Is it Myra? Man, woman, whatever. Is that right? Have I said it right? Myra, Maria. I can't say it right. I'm really sorry. Say your name properly so I can address you properly. I'll address. I will never swerve a question, whatever your name is, but you're a champion. I will never swerve a question, ever. Ask me anything. I will never, ever swerve a question. I promise you. If having a mask is hiding a persona. Yes, Mark, I think you're right. So, you've still not been detailed enough, but I'll give it you. Fucking, I'm gagging for this, guys, even though I've been drinking too much. Did you enjoy that with me? I said the other day, Mark, if I won the lottery, tomorrow, so I got 20 million, 10 million in the bank, would I talk different on camera? And yeah, I would. So that's bad, isn't it? It means I'm not being honest now. Having a few drinks now, probably the honest I've been on alive, but it's probably still not enough. So, where was I going to go with it? If I'm going to hiding my persona. So, yeah, so my core personality is wanting to help people, yeah? I'm helpful. I like helping people. I like being helpful. So that part of my I'm not hiding that. That is true to me. So I'm not doing that for social media or even locally social recognition. That is me. I want to help people. I genuinely want to help people. I want to empower people. So that bit wouldn't change. But secretly, Mark, I am quite ruthless. That is a secret to me. I am quite ruthless. I can be really uncaring. I can. I can be like, oh, fuck it, I'm not bothered. You know what I mean? I can be not psychopathic, but because I observe and not attach, because I'm not emotional with a lot of stuff, it means that you can. I can't think of an example. Maybe someone can think of one. But when you think you're intelligent and not too attached to things, and you observe things, you might think in your head, "Flipping heck, am I all right? I don't feel any emotion there. I just see it for what it is." But that doesn't matter because I do good and I want to do good. So a bit of both, I suppose. Yes, Ollie. Mirai champion. Did I say it right? Mirai champion. It means future champion in Japanese. Love that. My challenge is about learning to speak Japanese and shit. At least it was before I had kids and ran out of energy. That's so funny. What are you doing now? Escaping? Have they gone to bed? You're just escaping them. I want to pronounce it right. Mirai champion. Mirai champion. Mirai champion. Love that though as a saying. I love the saying Kaizen from Japan, which is about efficiency. I love that. Phil, Nantwich Tattoo Club. It doesn't matter who you vote for, they're all the same. They all just increase taxes, lie to the masses, do the opposite of what they promise. And do you know what? Again, in fact, that ties in lovely, Phil, with what I was saying about meeting you, Richie, and Mina, that actions speak louder than words. And if you are consistently seen as an action from the people that say they care, that you voted in, if you're constantly seeing that same action and you're like, you think it's going to change all of a sudden now? No. So I understand why. What do you think though, Phil, too? Because it does feel different with Restore and Reform on the horizon. And Kemi Badenoch as the leader of the Conservatives, do you feel they've all got one last chance? Because I've got that vibe about me where I'm thinking, this could be the last chance. If not, there'll be a massive upheaval to the political system because surely nobody can fall for it again after this time. Do you know what I mean? Sorry. Liv, I think that a deep struggle for some. When I speak to my mum, she's exactly the same. She's ruthless, but also go to the end of the earth to help people. Wish I was more on the ruthless side. I think, Liv, ruthless how? Because I mean, I'm confident in my abilities to judge people, which sounds really bad, like I'm a fucking all-seeing God. But I've just studied humans for fucking 20 odd years. I'm really wrong. I'm very, really wrong. So I know I'll always give everybody a chance, but 9 times out of 10, they're showing me that I'm right. If I think, yeah, he's going to suffer from this, bang, I'm right. He's suffering from that. I was right. So it's very rare. All I'd say to you, Liv, if it's not taking any of your time, energy up, don't worry about it. If it is, be honest. That's what the world's missing, honesty. To say, like, Liv, in your example, you might go, do you know what? I've got a lot going on. You haven't asked, because that's another thing. Fucking people don't ask what you've got going on, do they? Just straight up fucking offload on you. But look, I know you haven't asked, but I've got a lot going on. So I don't want to deal with your shit right now. I think you're great. I'm not being aggressive, but we're going to move on now. Or something along those lines. Watch the little faces change. What's wrong with that? Why can't you say that to somebody? What is the big social fucking wrongness with that? To say, look, mate, you're doing me fucking head in, basically, but in a nice way. You say, you're doing me fucking head in. Shut up. I've got my own stuff going on. Fuck off over there. See? That's that ruthless side. But I have been as blunt or as ruthless as that. No one's popped up yet and said how bad I've been, but I can be absolutely fucking ruthless. But I'll do it in a nice, not nice, just in a very straight, factual way. Like, that's a table. You're doing my head in. It's fine. Why can't you be honest? Why are we not allowed to be honest? Why have we got to worry about other people's feelings? And why is it always the nice people that have got to worry about everybody else's feelings? It can't be right. You need to realize you're fucking bugging everybody. Can't you realize it? Why has a nice person got to tell you you're doing everyone's fucking head in? Yeah, sorry about that. So look, Mark, you're an honest guy, which separates you from others. Hand on heart, for myself, that is worth more than money will ever do. Why mask what is better seen by the eyes that have seen? Mark, you're so intelligent, man. You've always been so intelligent. And people like me and you, Mark, you know, that have been through shit. And we don't realise we've been through shit. So you're still trying to deal with the shit you've been through. So you don't fucking get on till later on in life. And it's like, not too late, but you think, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? When you've seen so much, you're right, Mark, when you've seen so much and experienced so much, and then you go through a cynical stage and you realise you don't need to be cynical. And yeah, I know. Good job being a YouTuber from Ollie. You are the best YouTuber. Thanks, Ollie. Better than Richie Thrower? Yes, of course I am, Ollie. Ollie, tell your dad, Richie, you've just found the best YouTuber in the UK. Love you too. Yes, Liv. It's always one every week. This week on my live, we've got Joe Romero 77. I think Carlos, someone said, just put shit stream. Somebody else put, do you remember we used to poo in a lake together? Just random stuff. Makes me laugh. Anyway, this week, we've got Joe Romero. I can jump, yell, and fart all at the same time. Glad to catch the stream, brother. Fucking hell. My God, Joe, you're my man. Yes, Joe. You can say that in so many different ways, couldn't you? Watch this one, ready? I can jump, yell, and fart all at the same time. Glad to catch the stream, brother. Anyway, I'm getting into acting. Um, have you told him? That is funny if you have told him. Aunt Sal, he deserves the golf medal. Sal, help me out. Which bit of the conversation when I was going on and on do you mean? Amina, where have you gone? Phil, where have you gone? Love you too, Kirsty Orley. Ring? What does ring mean? I can't believe it's been 50 minutes. Him jumping farting. Yeah. Aunt Sal is giving Joe Romero a gold medal, not golf, a gold medal for jumping, yelling, and farting at the same time. Go, Joe. I can't ring you. I'm on a live. Is that Ollie? Is that Kirsty? Where's Richie gone? I'd had a few drinks today, so I didn't know how this would go. As always, I really appreciate every single person on this live. Laughing at Mina then. Mina. I got a glimpse of it and started giggling accidentally. I'm still here analysing your speech, trying to decide your personality type. Mina. That is good. That is really funny, Mina. That is really good. Mina got me to do a personality test here because it's like ENJs and all this sort of different personality types. And I remember in my early 20s when I was managing a team of staff, I think there was 20 or 30 of them, and I got them all to do this test. I was so fucking intense and on it, yeah. And I got them all to do this test, see what they were, ENJs and all this sort of stuff. And I worded it that I could help me manage you by knowing who you are, sort of thing. This is like fucking, I'm like 24 or whatever. And 20 years ago. That's how long I've been into the self-awareness game. And but really in my head, because the way my brain works with that ruthless side, Mark, we were talking about, I'm just trying to achieve my bonus, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck me. If I've got to hear about your cat, your dog, your missus, your problems, whatever it's got to do, man, just get the fucking job done so I can earn my money through you, which is really bad, isn't it? And I did care about some of them. Of course I did. But some of them, I know they were there just for the job and they didn't care. So which means I didn't care. The guys that cared, I cared. So it was one of them. So anyway, Mina asked me to do a personality test. I can't remember what it came up as. But Mina got me wrong. She got me as one personality type, but I was another. But I'll retake it if you want, Mina. Maybe. Did I say I was in a weird space at the time? I can't remember. Yes, Joe. Irish whiskey and cigarettes for Joe today. I'm still leaning towards ENFP. What was I though, Mina, when I did it? What was I? I should retake it, really, shouldn't I? Mark Shippen. Masks are always there to hide what is there. I'm going to have to do this slowly because you're getting deep and I've had a drink. Masks are always there to hide what is there. Seeing the truth is an art. Seeing the mask, knowing it's a lie, only lets real faces understand and wonder why. Are you fucking Googling that? Did you come up with that? I need to know if you typed that or if you Googled that, because that was good. That was really good. That's testing me in a tipsy state. Masks are always there to hide. So let's start fresh. Masks are always there to hide what's there. Yes, I agree with that. Masks are there to hide your something that you want. But is that through fear? So people put masks on through fear because they're scared of what people think. They're scared of the what'll happen if they do. So yeah, seeing the truth is an art. Yeah, it is an art, but it also can be learned. I've got both, luckily. I always knew it. My gut, everything, ADHD, whatever it is, I've always been able to read people instinctively. And then through dealing with that, literally thousands, like you couldn't believe, of human beings each day for 20 odd years, managing and selling to, it became an art, a learned art as well. Seeing the mask, knowing it's a lie, and it's real faces, understand and wonder why. Yeah, so you'd see somebody. Yes, I'd wonder why, but I'd also, because of my knowledge of who I am, I'd also know why. That's my level, if you like. I'd know why. So I wouldn't need to wonder because I just know. And it's usually fear-based. always fear-based. Alex, can I live with you? That isn't Kirsty, Richie Farrell's wife. Front page of the Sun. Veteran's wife runs off with podcaster. Is that you, Ollie? Come on then, Ollie. Come round, get an Uber. It came as an ENTJ, Mina says, but the test isn't reliable because she's got me down as an ENFP. Google it, guys. It's dead interesting. And Mina's interview is out Wednesday. I'm going to retake it, Mina. I'm going to retake it. Send me the link again, please, and I'll retake it. Golden Winged Spirit Orb OYG13789. You've actually typed that out as your name, which is madness. What a faff. I don't know if it was nice or not nice what you've put, but it's message retracted like a CIA file. Sound. Okay, Golden Winged Spirit Orb OYG13789. Put it back, man. Put it back. Brown eyes tell lies. Have you been hurt by a girl there, Joe? Does she have brown eyes? Does she hurt you, Joe? Not all brown-eyed girls will hurt you, Joe, or boys. Golden Wing Spirit Orb OYG13789. 5 and 6G towers penetrating toxic radiation frequencies at your cerebral vessel container 247-2365. I will never dismiss anybody who's got a theory. So he's put that so you can laugh at him or her, or you can go Google what they've put and have a look for yourself. And that's the whole point. Like during COVID, I didn't have the jabs. I looked at the information myself and decided that wasn't for me. So he's put that there. Google it. You'll find it, won't you? You'll find out yourself. See what he's saying. I don't think anybody can ignore the massive statistical increase in cancers since the COVID jab. But anyway, that's a different story. Mina, I think, it's Carmine about that. I'm just calling her Mina because I know her. I think you got ENTJ based on your professional experiences shaping you, but your core expression sounds ENFP. So who are you, Mina, and all that in it again? I like to think I'm aware of my professional side, and as Mark will testify for me, Mina, if it's in me, it's in me, because me and Mark did whatever we could to earn some money. Fine, he's put it again. Yes, Ollie. Thank you, Ollie. Liv, that's funny. Liv, that is good. That is quick. Liz, but can I live with you? Oh, that is funny. He means come live with you. Alex, oh my God, that is so funny. That is double funny, Liv. That is a double funny thing. I thought he meant live with me. He means live. Oh my God, that is so funny. I've had a drink. Oh, that is brilliant. Ollie, sorry, I don't know how to make people come live with me, and you're 9 or whatever you are, so no, you shouldn't be on here. And Liv, that is so funny, Liv. Liv's going to be a teacher, and she's going to be fucking brilliant. Because she doesn't take literal things from kids like me. Ollie's the son of Kirsty and Richie, who I know, Liv. That is so funny. Oh my God, I'm going to be giggling about that later. Definitely going to be giggling about that later. Can I come live with you? I need to go back and have a look. Because if he says, come on the live with you or come live with you, I need to have a look now because I can't be that wrong, Liv. Liv, I can't be that wrong. That is so funny. Wait there. Oh, fucking hell, I'm about to finish up anyway. That is so funny. Wait there. Sorry, guys. I'm on a quick look because I need to know now. Alex, can I live with you? If you drop the E, it sounds like, can I live with you, Liv? It says, Alex, can I live with you? But you're right. It probably does mean live with you, doesn't it? That is so funny. Yes, Mina, you will laugh at me. Mina's laughing at me, aren't you? Everyone's just laughing at me. That's fine. It's fine. No ego here. No ego here. I'm going to change these, yeah? I'm going to put one saying, come live with me. Who wants to come live with me? Yeah, Kirsty or Ollie, come live with whoever it is on that one there. Yeah, come live with me. Everyone's going to come live with me. It's sound. I'm sure my family won't mind. Right, listen. Definitely had too much to drink on that. And you think you'd stop drinking, but no, I've smashed her on the floor. I got my 12-year-old daughter to get me some more wine. Anyway, listen. Cheers, Aunt Sal. Aunt Sal, read my book. I've got a book, right? And Aunt Sal bought it, and I've timed it. It's 20 minutes to read it, and she hasn't read it yet. I think she thinks it's shit. Not really, Aunt Sal. We're joking. Aunt Sal loves me, and I love Aunt Sal. We're going to have a curry in Birmingham, and she's going to be in a prom dress. What was that, Liv? Has asked again. He wants to move in now. Ollie, you're a kid. Can I come live with you? Do you mean live or live? We need to know now. Live, or live. Which live are we on about? Don't laugh at Ollie. He's the best. It was Ollie. Oh, they're not laughing at me, Ollie. I know, Aunt Sal. Aunt Sal, there's a little secret. Aunt Sal protects all our children from predators. She is online capturing people messaging kids. What an awful but rewarding job, because I couldn't do it. Anything to do with kids is like. So go on, Aunt Sal. I'm only joking, Aunt Sal. I love you very, very, very much. And cheers. Guys, do I wrap it up? Or do you want to ask me something quick before I go? What we're doing? And should I get drunk again for the next live, or should I do it sober? Hey man, is that voice natural? Savvy. Why do people have these names that I can't pronounce? I want to do you justice and pronounce your name properly. Savvy Secure. Hey man, is that voice natural? Yeah, it's natural. Is that a good or bad thing, by the way? Is it irritating you, or do you like it? Send me $5. I'll say what you want. That's a joke. That's a joke. What's the question? I didn't swerve any questions, Mark. Mark, what question have I swerved? Wait there. Human mask live. It's getting serious now. Because I pride myself on not swerving any question from anyone about anything. Even you, Ollie. Yeah, come live with me, but I'm not swerving questions. Mark, I'm going back on the comments here. I can't see a question. Mark, ask it again, please. Mark, I can't see it. Ask it again, please. While I'm waiting for Mark to send that question again, what's the most rewarding thing you've ever done? Oh, Aunt Sal. The most rewarding thing I've ever done. Do you know what? Kindness with no one knowing. I've done things that nobody knows about that's really helped people. And I like that nobody knows. Literally just my missus. Not one other person on this whole earth, this whole entire planet knows what I've done to help people. And I like that. Savvy, well, boys laugh at me for my high pitch. Are you a girl or a boy? It doesn't matter. Just tell them to go fuck off. Doesn't matter what they think. Mark, I've looked back. I can't see it. Put it again for me. How to lower it. How to deepen it like you. Savvy, I don't try and deepen it. It's my voice. But because of Mark Shipham, yeah, I've smoked since I was 11. So, so maybe that's right. Talk from your belly, Savvy. But in fact, that's wrong advice. Savvy, be you. Who are you, Savvy? Just be you. If you have a high-pitched voice, that's your makeup. Just be you. Do not live your life for other people, no matter who you are, because you will never be happy, because you are gambling your happiness based on whether they like you or not, and you can't control that. So something you can't control, why would you gamble your happiness on it, Savvy? If you've got a high-pitched voice, Savvy, you've got a high-pitched voice, who cares? No one gives a fuck. Inbox me, send me a voice note on my Instagram or something, and I'll say hello back to you. Don't try and change yourself, Savvy. Be you. Please be you. Yes, Liv. A side we haven't seen too often. Yeah, I know. I'm always serious, aren't I, Liv? I'm not always serious. I am, I'm not. Ask how old are you? How old are you, Ollie? I'm 43. Mark, put it in. I've looked back. I can't see it. Aunt Sal, I smoke too and sound just like Alex. Are them, are them paedophiles fall for it, Sally? I was wrong. Sorry. Have you seen House MD? That narcissistic, stoic, genius doctor. Well, is it good to be like him? He's irritating, you know. He's too arrogant. I've seen clips. I've never watched it, House, but I know what you mean because he's very clever and he does it through a dry, humoric, stoic way. But to me, do you know what? He'd do my fucking head in. I'd be like, what you fucking look with that stupid face for? Just let's get the fucking job done. Say what you meant to say. Don't do it roundabout way and just get on with it. What are you doing all this faffing about for? I'm too direct to deal with people like that. He'd do my head in. So you're right, maybe he is narcissistic. Is he meant to be narcissistic? I don't know. Liv is saying to Savvy what I said. Savvy, your voice is your uniqueness. It's something that no one else has, and I fucking back that, Liv. Please stop trying to be like everybody else, man. Please. It's boring. It's so fucking boring. We want individuality. We all crave it. We want you to be you. Alex, can I have your phone number, please, Ollie? Ollie, get it off your mum and dad. I don't even know if they're joking. It could be Kirsty or I'm going to assume it's Kirsty playing. Savvy, well, I am a medical student living in a hostel, and 2 years in, it feels it's better to be narcissistic and straight to the point. Savvy, let me explain this one to you, right? Don't put a protective fear level around yourself, yeah? Why can't you be kind and straight to the point? Why do you need to be narcissistic and straight to the point? See what I'm saying? Just be straight to the point. What you scared of? Are they going to hit you? Let them hit you. Or go and learn jiu-jitsu. See what I'm saying? Be kind. Be straight to the point, but kind. I've seen blokes, big, strong, hard-looking blokes, and they are wimps on the inside. They are just big children. And I've seen little blokes with hearts like lions, and they'll say their point and they won't back down. It's about you, Savvy. Don't be anything but you, Savvy, and don't be scared. Don't be scared. I can't be Mark. I've got that one because I've got, oh, you're not getting my messages. Yeah, I'm getting the messages that says I'm not getting your messages. I've got that, Mark. But I can't see this question that I'm swerving. And that'd bug me, Mark. You know, it'd bug me, innit? So put it on there because I want to answer any question you put on there. Ollie, your mum and dad have got my number unless that's Kirsty. Judge Har Singh. I feel nervous or pressurized when I am in public. I hope you're not joking, and I hope you really do want that advice. And that advice is, no, you put back on here, why? Put first, I want you to put why first. It'll be fear-based, but what part of the fear is it? What are you scared of? Be honest, no one knows who you are. We don't care. It's only love. If you're being serious, put it. Yes, Liv. Look back, Savvy. Thing is, Liv, yeah, when you got these people that seem out of the country, like Jura Singh, because we're so conditioned, Savvy and Jura Singh, as in the UK, yeah, we're so conditioned to seeing bots and fake accounts and this, that, the other, that we find it hard to take you seriously. See what I'm saying? So reply, engage, and we'll take you seriously. If not, then you're just going to make your whole country a joke because we'll just go, oh, fuck it, we can't be asked because every single person we deal with from there acts like this. And that's all right. That's going back to judgment, right? I don't judge anybody. But what I will do, this is a secret I'll tell you all, yeah? I've sold cars for 20 odd years. I won't say who. There is one country, yeah, in the world, when they ring about a car, and I know it's them, when they ring about a car, I say I'm busy. That car's sold. I make it awkward. I don't want to deal with him. Is that wrong? Am I judging? Yeah, I'm judging. 100% I'm judging. But it's my business, my time, it's my choice. Why have I got to? Because 9.5 times out of 10, they're a flipping nightmare every single time they look at a car. Every single time I have to deal with them. Every interaction's a nightmare. Every interaction's a load of pain. So why would I keep entertaining that for a left-wing view of this guy? Not all of them. This guy will be okay. This guy will be okay. Yeah, I've done that for 10 years. And for the last 10 years, every single one's been a dick and been hard work. So for the next 10 years, I'm going to have an easy life, thanks. I'm just going to say no. I'm just going to go, no, I'm busy, mate. No, it's sold. No, you can't leave a deposit. Yeah, 3 weeks on Wednesday. Is that wrong? I don't think it's wrong. I just don't. Because that's my lived experience and it's my business. I'll do what I want. So I think if a certain culture, a certain country, a certain whatever acts the same way repeatedly, and if you're experiencing that repeatedly and that's your lived experience, why should you have to keep having that painful lived experience until you find the one person that's different from the majority and go, oh my God, they're not all like that. Yeah, we know they're not all like that. We're not saying they're all like that. What we're saying is, I don't want to risk them being all like that. I don't need to risk to see if I find the one that isn't like that because I've had 10 years of them being like that. So why should I have to find and try and needle in a haystack, find the one person that isn't like the rest of them? So, do you know what I mean? Anyway, a bit of a rant, sorry. If nobody hates you, maybe you're doing something wrong. Thanks, Liv. It's 8:10. Yeah, I'm going to finish in a second. Thanks, Liv. Are you bored as well, Liv? Liv, you're so awesome. You are. If nobody hates you, you may be doing something wrong. I don't believe that. I don't. I think we are a reflection of ourselves and other people. So when I get hate comments and stuff, which is usually through Jimmy's podcast, for example, the hate I got was massive. But I knew that they didn't know me, so how could it be real hate? And it's always a reflection of them. Sorry, always a reflection of themselves. So it's not always the case. Savvy, ignore the headlines of these people online. If nobody hates you, you're not trying hard enough. It's all bollocks, man. Just be yourself. Do your thing. You'll be fine. John Madden, dude, I am literally so gay right now. I can't stop thinking about chugging chodes. I don't know what chugging chodes is, but John Madden, NFL superstar. I used to remember playing John Madden. John, you and Savvy, do your thing. Do what you've got to do, you and Savvy. Whatever makes you happy. Savvy, to be successful, if you had to choose 4 things that you would choose: calm, curious, centered, clever, collected, consistent, composed. Savvy, you're taking the piss. Why are they all C's? Savvy, get out the books, get off the mentors online, chill the fuck out, and just be you, Savvy, yeah? Because that's well annoying. And you're being typical. So I'm not picking from that, Savvy, because you're only giving me C options, haven't you? Do you know what? I'm going to do what Liv says. I'm going to go. That's what I'm going to do. This will all be clipped and it'll be put on YouTube for everyone to look at after. Anyone that's on it or sees this, because there's been 1,000 people have seen these lives after. So if you're seeing this after, please share it, subscribe, do what you got to do. In it, Liv. In it, Liv. He's taking the fucking piss, innit? I've had another wine as well. Thank you, Kirsty. I'm not going to say Ollie anymore. You're the best in the world. Savvy, let's get off road. Scarlett Johansson or Elizabeth Olsen. Savvy, where have you been? Savvy, who are you? You can't go from all the season quoting fucking Jay Shetty to telling me about Get Off Road and Scarlett Johansson. Or Savvy, I'm going to come beat you up. Savvy, where are you? I'm just going to come beat you up because you're not being yourself. Mina, where have you been, Mina? I've been chatting for ages, Mina. Where have you been? She's got kids and she's busy. I'm just being harsh. In it, Liv. Mina, since you mentioned conditioning, what ways were you conditioned that you realised weren't truly you inside? Mina, I'm about to get off and you give me a deep one. I might come Snowden on Friday. I might see what I've got on Kirsty. Since you mentioned conditioning, what ways were you conditioned that you realised weren't truly you inside? What now or then? If it was back then, it was violence. I was a nightmare. That's Mark. Yeah, it was too much. Too much fighting. Too much punching people. Too much. There's no need. None of it was any need. And I thought that was the reality I lived in, and I needed to do that to make sure nobody else messed with me, which is obviously wrong. I'll give you that snippet. Mina, start a podcast so I can come on. I'll chat to you properly. You can really grill me then, can't you? Stop wimping at me now. Just start a podcast. Bye, Savvy. Yes, Savvy. Who are you, Savvy? You little sneaky one. Lion Fire Leo, good day, Templar Knight, good day. But I'm going now. I'm sorry, mate. So bye to everybody. I will say hi to Luca from Ollie. Thank you so much to everybody that's been on here. If you're watching this after, please share, like, subscribe, pass to people. Get them to come on this live next Sunday. This is the longest live I've done, and I'm tipsy. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody. Bye.